Welcome to the screencast tutorial on how to create a Google form. A Google form is very much like SurveyMonkey or wufoo.com. It's just a way to survey students or anybody that you want on the school server using Google. So the first step is to sign into your Google account using your Pentucket email address and password. And just as we would to get into Google Docs or Google Spreadsheets, I first need to go into the Drive box. So on the top right-hand side of the screen, I go to my Google Apps grid, click once, again, the top right-hand side of the screen, and click on Drive. Next, I'm going to go to the red Create button on the left-hand side of the screen. Again, it's the red Create button on the left-hand side. Click once, and then click on Form. Okay, just as it was important with Google Docs, we get to decide who has permission to view this Google form. Right now it says on the top, these are the options. Require Pentucket Regional School District login to view this form. So that means if you send out the link for the form, in order for somebody to access it and even open it up, they get to sign into their PRSD Google account. So that's only open right now to students and faculty. Automatically collect respondents' Pentucket Regional School District username. Show progress bar at the bottom of form pages. Only allow one response per person. Requires login. Shuffle question order. So you have all these options here. I'm going to select only allow one response per person and requires a login. All right, so it says page 1 of 1 right here. Untitled form. I'm going to put in a title for it. I'm going to say favorite foods. I always do a Google form my first day of class with my students, and I ask them questions to learn more about them. So this is a great way for them to tell you more about themselves. You could create a description underneath. I'm not going to. Okay, so here's our first question. I'm going to put the question title in, and I'm going to put, what is your favorite pizza topping? Okay. Then we must select what kind of answer they're going to give. So right here it says question type. You can do a text box, paragraph text if they're going to be typing a lot of things, multiple choice. So let's say I want multiple choice. I can do option 1, cheese. If I want to add another one, I just click underneath it and it automatically opens up a text box. I'm going to put pepperoni. Hope I spelled that correctly. Next, I'm going to put in chicken. Okay. Another thing I could do here is put in required question, and when I click right here, that means that a student can't go on to the next question until this one's finished. It won't let them. I'm going to hit done, and there it is. Now let's say I want to add a question underneath it. I'm going to hit add item. I'm going to put question titles. This is a brand new question. Oh, this is an important one. I always forget to do this. What is your name? So if you didn't select, well, I think even if only allows one response per person, it doesn't tell you who submitted this. So as of right now, everything's anonymous. So you want to have them put their name in sometimes. So I'm putting what is your name, and I want a text box. And they would put their answer right there. And this is definitely a required question. Thinking about it, I really should have put this question first. And you could do that. You can move the questions around. So if you notice, there's a little grid box right here with dots on the top of this question box. And then the arrows appear. I'm going to click, not letting go of the mouse, and I'm going to drag up. I'm going to let go. Try it. Let's see. There we go. And it moved it. Now the pizza topping question is number 2. Great. I'm going to scroll down. If you want, after they finish the survey, to put an answer or response in, you can type that in where it says your response has been recorded. I'm going to put instead, thank you for taking this survey. If you want the students to see the survey results, you would click on publish and show a public link to form results, but we're not going to do that. You can also allow responders to edit responses after submitting. So let's say they change their mind or they have different information they want to put in. You can select that. I usually don't allow my students to do that. You can add collaborators by going to the File menu. You can change the theme. This is kind of exciting. So you go to the View menu on the top left, change theme, and Google has a set of themes that you can select. So I'm going to pick this one. Yeah, it just makes it look more neat and uniform. Great. So let's say I'm all finished. I'm going to hit Send Form, which is on the top right-hand side of the screen. And here's the link. I can click Short URL, and what that does is it just gives a shorter address. Makes it easier to write on the board or in an email. And you can copy-paste this out. I want to see what it looks like live, so I'm going to open up a new tab and see what it looks like. There it is. So I'm going to enter my name. I'm going to actually take it, Anthony Beatrice, and my favorite pizza topping is definitely cheese. I love cheese pizza. Nice and simple. And I hit submit. Thank you for taking this survey. Cool. Now let's say I want to actually see what the survey results are. If I go to my Google Drive account, or actually you can just go back to your favorite foods Google form, and then you go to responses on the top. It tells you how many people have responded. You can get a summary of responses. You can view the responses. I'm going to click on summary of responses, and you get a nice graph. Cheese pizza, 100% people. That's great. You can publish. Publish and show a link to the results of this form. All respondents will be able to see the summary. I'm going to hit OK. And this is a pretty neat feature. So if I want to export the results out to Google Sheets, which is similar to what we think about with Microsoft Excel, I'm going to go to Responses and change response destination. Right now, it's, I can select New Spreadsheet, Favorite Foods Responses, and then Create. And what that will do is in my Google Drive account, they'll create a new Google Sheets document. So I'm going to go to my Google Drive, and there it is, Favorite Foods Responses. So how did I get there? I went to my Drive account. Mine was already up, but you could go up to the grid again, hit the Drive button, and then look for Google Sheets favorite food. So you notice the Sheets icon, it's green, just like Google Forms, but it's more of a table picture on it. And there it is. And you can export this out to Microsoft Excel if you're really big into using Excel. I know for me when I'm trying to print, Excel is usually better, so I might do that. So you can download as, and then select Microsoft Excel. So you would go File, Download as, Microsoft Excel. You can also download it as a PDF, which is great. Excellent. There's a lot more to learn about Google Forms, but this at least gives you an introduction and will make it easy for you to create your first Google Form for your students to use. It's a great way to capture assessment, and it's awesome because it automatically will export out to Google Sheets. Thank you.